All right, we have made it to the probably the best FBO in America.
Well, today we're going to go old school. We're going to get back in an airplane I owned for a couple of years and have sold out of about a year ago. And for the editing job, no music, old school, all the ATC, uninterrupted, long form, ride along. Let's go get in a Beechcraft Sierra, something there's barely 1,000 of them made. Pretty good Garmin stack in there, and we're going to run up to Fayetteville, Arkansas, really to Bentonville, to the nation's #1 FBO, in my opinion. Ride along.
All right, here we are back at the scene of the crime where the Rusty Pilot channel started. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Probably one of the best airports to fly out of in North America. It's uncontrolled, so it is a little cowboy at times, but great place to live. Huge runways, and you know, you're living in a pretty scenic place if you're living here. We were lucky enough to always have a hangar here because Trey got a list about a year before I got the airplane, and best of both worlds, you know. Somebody with a hangar, somebody with a plane. There you go. They're the ramp queens. They've been sitting there for years. You know, GA Aviation is plagued with that right there, where you got what used to be good airplanes. I doubt if any of that's even worth touching now, but let's step inside and see what's happening.
It's just like stepping back in time. Used to come and go out of here all the time. I flew that plane 225 hours the first year I owned it. It's a little trip down memory lane. Let's go.
Trey's got a heater. He's warming this engine up. Oh man. Alrighty, there we go. Don't even know how to act. Functioning mics and stuff.
Hot Springs Unicom radio check.
804's got your line clear.
Alright, pre-tax checklist.
Call it out to me.
Belts and harnesses need to go on.
Alright, I don't think I got a harness on. Let's do that. Sitting here trying to make my pen work. Alrighty.
Flaps are up. Got heat and defrost on. Hit status.
Remarks. Density altitude -2,800.
It'll climb today.
Memorial Field Airport. Automated weather observation 1604 Zulu. Wind 100 at 04. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -07 Celsius.
Hot Springs Air Traffic Helicopter 723 Sierra Foxtrot, 3 miles here to the west, descending at 800 feet, inbound, we're going to be landing parallel runway 5.
Density altitude -2,800. Memorial Field Airport. Automated weather observation 1605 Zulu. Wind 090 at 0.
We're shit out of luck on these pens.
That one not working?
Well, I mean, it's just cold, I would assume. There's a heat coming out at.
Good one.
Hey, there we go.
8,000 feet. Hot Springs traffic 018372 is taxiing runway 5 via Delta Hot Springs.
Hot Springs Traffic Helicopter 723 Sierra Foxtrot, landing Delta now, we're going to be taxiing via Kilo over to the ramp.
Bro, just go. Ain't nobody, you ain't taxiing.
Gotta try not to beef it out with these. What's she looking like over there? She's warming up?
She's warming up, but
I thought they were cleaning up all the ramp queens out here. These planes are still sitting here a year later.
what I was told about that is those airplanes were like left and abandoned. And
they're abandoned?
Yeah.
Well, hell, I'm ready to claim them. Every one of those restoration jobs would cost more than just buying one that was working. That's a shame. That is a shame. Tell me about your plan here. We're going to take off. We're going to turn directly on the course.
We're going to take off, take a right turn out, cross over midfield, turn north.
I can honestly say I don't think I've been in here with a minus 2,000 for density altitude, so I'm expecting me and you to get like 1,500 feet a minute climbing out at VY.
It ought to climb pretty good. We're going to go direct to Canyon, then direct to KVBT.
All right.
Kanji is the initial approach. 6.
Boy, that's simple. All right. I'm in here. I'm excited to go. It's like old times right here. But when I hit the house, I was like, fuck it, I'm moving back from Dallas tomorrow. Come back to this house. I'm just to buy a JW out or JD out or buy into a third of my old airplane. About 48 hours in, I was like, I forgot how lonely I am up here on this mountain. Funny how that works. I was like, dang, man, I got a whole network of people out there. I ain't got nothing but me and my thoughts up here in this lonely house.
High Springs traffic, 018-372 is crossing runway 3113 on the ground at Alpha Hot Springs. Clear on final, clear on final.
Clear on my side. Nobody coming in the wrong way or none of that. Hadn't heard anybody. This is a nice airport, man.
Yeah, it is. We're pretty fortunate.
I mean, just really nice. I mean, out there where I'm flying is nice too, but this thing for uncontrolled field is super nice. I'm surprised that y'all got the fixed right there. Normally that we were like, hey man, I'm just losing one of these gears about to collapse.
No, that's all. I think he adjusted those lock switches last angle. Now, every now and then you still will see the light kick on while you're in the air, so.
Yeah. There's a new gearbox in there. We're putting a new gearbox in the Bonanza too.
Yeah. I wonder if that's 15 grand.
No, that was like 5.
Huh.
I know, dude, but you got to remember there's a million of them suckers out there, and then there's, I don't know how many of these were produced, but I guarantee you it ain't 1,000. Don't guess it really caught on, but out of all the GA airplanes in this class, this is still my favorite out of them. You know, basically you got a 182, which is fixed gear, this, and then you got a Piper Arrow. This thing's big, nice. Now, those boys out there do something different than me. They get up off of Addison, they don't, like, they're not on approach or nothing. They hit guard and they start flying out underneath the shelf.
Oh, really?
They never pick up VFR flight following or any of this stuff me and you do here just for the heck of it. Out there you should be doing it, but that's not the way they fly, man. They just get on guard and then they're off. And as soon as you take off out of Addison and get to 500 feet, you just start turning back out to the north and away you go.
Hot Springs traffic, friendly 419 Caravan, 20 miles to the southwest, descending through 3,500. We'll be making a straight in for runway 5, Hot Springs traffic.
Out in front of him, he's moving at 130 knots. Oh. Maybe not, we got a little bit of run up to go through. I don't see him out there. Don't mean he's not out there. All right, you clear on base, clear on final out here.
Hot Springs traffic, 018-372 is departing runway 5. Be right turn out. Departure to the north. Hot Springs.
On the flaps.
Takeoff. Pre-takeoff. Flaps, prop high RPM. Best power.
Hot Springs traffic, helicopter 723 Sierra Fox, taxiing via Kilo to Delta. We'll be taking off Delta, parallel runway 5, right turn out to the south. We'll wait for you to take off there, sir.
Alright, looking for 5, climb out at 85.
Woo, man, feel that so much pulling this morning.
Pressure's in the green, airspeed's alive. 65, 66, rotate.
Super excited to be back in there with Trey. We had a lot of fun owning this airplane.
Here's coming up.
Complex without not being too complex. A little bit faster than 172, generally getting maybe 125 knots out of the thing. For a retract, that's super slow. But
Here's up.
super stable platform. Really enjoyed it. The last thing I think we bought for this thing was a gearbox. God help us, there's only one for sale, and it was like $5,000. So that's the true issue.
For traffic currently, 419 Caravan, about 8 miles left towards Dog Lake, runway 5.
Which is parts are scarce.
All right, flaps coming off.
Traffic going up here, 72 Sierra Fox, park Delta parallel 5, right turn out south,
Hot Springs traffic, Sierra 18372, turning right, crosswind, runway 5. Hot Springs.
And look at that, 1,300 foot a minute in the climb. Damn near 90 knots, too. Wow.
Hot Springs traffic, Sierra 18372, turning right, downwind, runway 5. Hot Springs.
Yeah, hey, sir, 723 Sierra Fox, I'm below you here. Should be no factor. I'm well below you, and we're just going to snake over your downwind here. We'll be at
Got
your
him
wind.
inside.
We got you inside, no factor, 372.
Plane's climbing like a complete champ this morning. 1,500 foot a minute in this kind of plane is severely abnormal.
All right.
We just circled back up over the airport here and then
Couple of
flew
good-sized
direct.
planes on the ramp down here on this end.
Flew direct on up to Bentonville to shoot the approach.
Back to 25 squared.
I've flown this plane a lot by myself, but quite honestly, aviation's to be shared. Sure proud to be in there with Trey again, sort of reliving old times together and going someplace for a $100 breakfast instead of a $100 cheeseburger.
Currently, 419 Caravan, 5 mile final, runway 5, Hot Springs traffic.
Hot Springs traffic, Sierra 18372 is crossing over midfield, 3,300, last call on the frequency, 372.
Bearing 63 Juliet Lima, Memphis Center, the Hot Springs altimeter 3066. 3066, 63 Juliet Lima. Bearing 3 Juliet Lima, reset transponder, squawk 1504. 1504, 63 Juliet Lima.
Memphis Center, good morning, Sierra 18372. Off of Hot Springs, looking to pick up an IFR to Bentonville, KBTN. Climbing through 3,800, Sierra 372.
Number 18372, Memphis Center, good morning, squawk 5556.
5556, Sierra 372.
Delta 2470, descend and maintain 10,000. Number 18372, radar contact 2 miles north of Hot Springs Airport, cleared to the Bentonville Airport as filed, time maintain 8,000.
Clear to the Bentonville Airport as filed, time maintain 8,000, Sierra 18372.
There you go.
Bearing 3 Juliet Lima, squawk 1504, 1504. 1504, sorry about that, 63 Juliet Lima. No problem. Delta 2470, contact Tulsa approach 124.0.
35 knot winds up there. Just up at altitude. Kind of a little bit of a quartering headwind from west to east. Well, we had Aviation and what was the other? Aspen.
Aspen, yeah.
Well, not a fan. Not a fan. Now look, I didn't spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure it out either, but the ease and the straightforwardness of the Garmin stuff and the autopilot, it's worth whatever you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
I was looking at some other boys that put about 30 grand in putting some Aviation Aspen equipment in their plane. And if I'm cruising around and that's the best I can do, that's the best I can do. But man, if you're going to fly across country, you're going to fly into any type of weather as a not professional pilot, this sure does make it a lot easier. A real pilot can make anything work, but the Garmin is so much more intuitive. And we went with a 750 and a 355 for the GPS stack, and then put a 3XI 10-inch screen over there with a G5 for a backup. Yeah, a lot of real estate. This thing's actually turned a little bit too, like it points at you. It's a little bit easier. Flying the Bonanza, man, as soon as you get 500 feet, you're backing it off the 500 squared. Like, they get a load off that engine as soon as they can, and everywhere they're taxiing, you know, they're leaning the entire time. And that's a big deal for them. And I'm just getting used to it. All right, we got our checklist handy anywhere? All right, I'm going to get down here and find the checklist. That damn thing go. All right. The sad part is I have got one of these things at the house in the bend. Hell, it may be in that bend right back there.
November 733 Victor Romeo, Razorback, departure frequency 126.6, squawk 0424, and just remain outside of the inner circle for the class Charlie until I talk to you, please.
One of those towers over there. No factory, it's just right out here.
XHF 939, descend and maintain 3,500, turn left heading 160.
Descend and maintain 3,500, left turn 160, Fidget 939.
Yellow approach 1 Alpha Papa Juliet, checking in 12 and a half for 10,000. We have the weather for Bentonville.
November 194 Papa Juliet approach, expect a visual approach, descend and maintain 8,000.
We'll expect that visual down 8,000 now, Alpha Papa Juliet.
I'll hold that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Got it. All right, I'm looking for some pattern altitude just because I gotta have it for my OCD.
405 contact, Memphis Center 126.85, take care.
2685 good day,
2300.
Variable at 4, 10 miles, 12, 30, 60. All good. Ready to rumble. All right, where am I? Run up, take off, cruise. I'm at descent. There's setup. Throttle, mixture, fuel's on the proper tank. You're going to run all the way in
939, turn left heading
in there on the
090.
tank you're on at this point.
090,
We'll see if it gives me a message.
Number 18 Alpha, contact Memphis Center 126.1.
Altimeter, instruments. There we go. The last thing we got to do is start yelling out gumps about 3 or 4
Convoy
times.
4050, descend and maintain 4,000.
And I see Fayetteville right there.
4050. On approach Envoy 4050 for planning purposes. Could we get direct lensing for the visual?
Envoy 4050, approved as requested.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That'll push a Genji and straight on in there. You been having any trouble with getting it to lock up and not run through?
Well,
Weird, man. Sometimes it'll do it on me. Like if I'm cutting 90 degrees across there, it doesn't smooth it out. Like you got to be shallowed a little bit for it to turn in.
030, maintain at or above 3,000 until established on the approach segment, cleared RNAV runway 36 approach.
Okay, left turn 030, 3,000 to establish on the approach segment, and clear for the RNAV 366, Fidget 939.
Trey, the wild thing is, go ahead.
372 is level at 6,000.
November 372, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, Sierra 372.
Is a Bonanza in this wind would be cruising a $160, or maybe even 70. It's crazy how fast that thing is. It's intoxicating.
Razorback approaching pitch at 939. I'd like to cancel effort this time.
Exit 939,
All right, there's a message for the swap of the tank, I would guess.
Airspace entry?
Airspace.
Pitch at 939.
Approach flight is 320 Whiskey Alpha, 11,500 descending, 10,000.
November 320, Whiskey Alpha, raise back, expect a visual approach runway 2, descend and maintain 4,000.
Expect visual for runway 2, descend and maintain 4,000, 0 Whiskey Alpha.
And November 0 Whiskey Alpha, I'm sorry, I missed it. Do you have the weather?
We do have the weather for 0 Whiskey Alpha.
Thank you. November 4 Papa Juliet, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000 now, Papa Juliet.
But we're not getting none.
Envoy 4050, descend and maintain 3,100, report the airport in sight.
Descend and maintain 3,100.
And we're on that descent, so
It's cool in the motor.
4050 clear,
Is that
visual
the
approach
deal?
runway 34
Yeah.
right, contact National Tower 127.1. Have a nice day.
Alright, so we got 500 feet to go.
34 right, over the tower, 27.1. Talk to you in a bit, 4050.
November 372, turn 20 degrees left, vector for sequencing.
20 degrees left, vector for sequencing 372.
November 372, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, 372.
November 4 Papa Juliet, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000 now, Papa Juliet.
Fuel flow's good. Good. Well, we got the airport made up there if the shit goes wrong. Descent, manifold pressure, mixture, prop, we're on
November 4 Papa Juliet, descend and maintain 4,000.
got
I got a
altimeter.
4,000 now, Papa Juliet.
Go.
Papa Juliet must be right above us.
Right there,
Yeah.
1,900 feet above us.
He's fast. He's real fast.
He is, whatever it is. They're going to have to chop and drop to go where we're going. Oh, that's a nice golf course up there on top of the mountain.
November 0 Whiskey Alpha, descend and maintain 3,200, Rogers Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
Descend and maintain 3,000, got the field in sight, 0 Whiskey Alpha.
November 0 Whiskey Alpha, clear visual approach runway 2, contact Rogers Tower 119.37.
Over to tower, 0 Whiskey Alpha.
And that's runway 2, sir, visual approach runway 2. November 4 Papa Juliet, descend and maintain 3,000, report Bentonville Airport in sight.
Alright, down to 3,000. We'll call through. Won't see it now, Papa Juliet.
At the airport, right there.
That's going to be one of the two airports, but that's not the airport we're looking for. Our airport's going to be back this side. That's the bigger airport.
35 picture 4,500.
I would think.
November 372, clear direct change.
Clear direct Canes, 372.
Hey, believe it or not, that's a standard rate turn.
It is.
All right.
Approach. Oh, that's X and A.
All right. I remember this being really hard to find, and there's not that much built up on the right-hand side of it. It's more like right up there,
Yeah.
and it's just mixed into the background.
All right, so we're
Yeah, because that's the bigger airport you're seeing right there.
3,400 at Cange, then down to 3,000 to Idumi.
4 Papa Juliet, got field sight.
Simple Papa Juliet, Roger. Clear visual approach Bentonville Airport and report cancellation of IFR this frequency on the ground at 11.05. Change 05.
Okay, we've got the field in sight. We'll cancel IFR at this time, sir, and we'll see you on the way out.
4 Papa Julia, Roger. IFR cancellation is received. Have a good one.
So long, sir.
For 372, cross Cange at or above 3000, cleared RNAV, runway 36 approach.
Crest Cange at or above 3,000, clear for the runway, or clear for the RNAV 36, Bentonville, Sierra 372.
All right.
Razorback approach, Cirrus 8135 Victor 4500.
Cirrus 8135 Victor, Razorback approach, make straight in, runway 34, verify you have Victor.
Straight in, runway 34, 8135 Victor.
Answer Victor, confirm you have Victor. Sorry, 35 Victor, confirm you have Victor. For 8135 Victor, confirm you have Victor, Drake.
All right, 5.3 miles to Edumi. Target are slowed up some. All right, so
Starting to track it, the vertical.
Number 372, for cancellation 5 farthest, frequency or on the ground at 121.05, change to 5 frequencies first.
372 will go ahead and cancel with you. We get the field in sight.
372, Roger. IFR cancellation received. Have a good one.
Thanks. 372.
There's one out there in front of us.
How far are we out?
One on the ground.
Juliet is now about 2.5 mile final.
You're
range,
10.
runway 36, full stop, Bentonville.
Bentonville 137 Alpha Lima, clear 18.
Bentonville traffic, Sierra 18372 is inbound for runway 36 at Cange. Straight in, 372.
Full traffic Scott 733, traffic holding short of 36.
All right, here's going down. Handle down, 3 green.
All right, first gumps. Yes. Undercarriage is down. Mixture of the prop is at 25.
Prop is full.
Papa Juliet is now mile final, runway 36, full stop, Bentonville.
All right, I got him in front of us. We're all good. It's just starting to come in there. Yeah, we're about 5 out.
Bentonville, student pilot 137 Alpha Lima, holding short Bravo 1.
Bentonville traffic, Sierra 18372, about a 7 mile final, runway 36, Bentonville.
All right, I got nobody else on the scope, and I don't see anybody else in my eyes.
Define runway 36 to the west, Bentonville.
All right, glide slopes captured. Jones 1548.
Traffic, when I pop up Juliet, clear 36.
All right, we're coming down to 1500-ish.
1548. All right, autopilot's coming off.
All right, hand flying. Last.
Bentonville traffic Scott Charlie Victor Romeo, define to the west, final call, Bentonville.
Bentonville traffic, Sierra 18372, on about a 4 mile final, runway 36.
Bentonville, student pilot 137 Alpha Lima, departing 36, staying in pattern.
A little bit of the displaced threshold up here.
Bentonville traffic, Sierra 18372, short final, runway 36. Bentonville.
Bentonville, student pilot 137 Alpha Lima, left crosswind 36.
Bentonville's mixed into a lot of city and sprawl, so it's kind of hard to pick it out. That's why we chose to shoot the approach in. It's a little easier to find it that way. I guess if I lived up there, I'd be able to find it, but oftentimes I
Right, 3 down, 3 green.
3 green.
Bentonville, student pilot 137 Alpha Lima, left downwind, 36.
Nice stuff, Trey. Roll her on out to the end. We'll be taking a left up here, but it's literally at all the way at the end. Welcome to probably the nicest FBO you're ever going to walk into. Complete with a circle drive of all things.
Hey, I had to cross them off my bucket list. I've never flown to Northwest Arkansas.
And it's
Bentonville, student pilot 137 Alpha Lima, left base, 36.
Bentonville, traffic Sierra 18372 is cleared, runway 36, Bentonville.
So you'll taxi in here to the left like a circle drive, and we can rotate and park anywhere. There might be some activity to run out to us, I'm not for sure. Got one moving right there to us.
Bentonville, 137 Alpha Lima, student pilot, final, 36.
And where you want us. You want us to pull straight up, y'all park it, okay?
Sitting in the coffee shop inside the FBO. It only stays open till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, serves breakfast all day. Really cool spot. Great for a $100 hamburger. Just don't get here at 3:30. But this area is pretty unique. Just about the airport. 1946 was when this field was put here. In that period of time, the sprawl of Northwest Arkansas wouldn't have come up this far. This would have been a distinctly different area than Fayetteville itself. Sam Walton got going here in the 1950s with the 5 and dime. Obviously, y'all all know who he is, and it blew up. There is a huge amount of Walmart infrastructure up here. There's a 350-acre campus. There is a live event center where, name popular bands come and play. Walmart's got a museum up here. And then Bentonville has got a large art community. It's got Crystal Bridges Museum. The Waltons obviously had enough money to buy some art too. Really cool FBO and, place to come. I'm hanging out, waiting on my guy to go home. But good spot. I'll show some footage from some net jets taken on and off out here. And Circle Drive. I don't know if there's any more Circle Drives out there. $1 million Sierra sitting right here. We're here in our 50-year-old airplane, so we look like kids in a Honda with the big stereo pulling up. But we'll talk to you as we get ready and get out of here.
Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. I sat in the FBO drinking some coffee in the restaurant there and watched NetJets load up. No telling who that is. It's a high concentration of millionaires and billionaires in Northwest Arkansas. But hopefully you've enjoyed the old school ride along with no music and all the ATC. If you don't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe button, it's much appreciated.